Minions and the Angry Dragon. In the Happy Minion Village, Bobby, a small and playful minion, was always full of energy and joy. But sometimes, when things didn't go his way, he got angry very quickly. One day, Bobby and his taller, one-eyed friend Kevin decided to build a big Lego tower together. They worked for a long time, and when the tower was almost complete, Bobby picked up the last piece to place it on top. But suddenly, crash! The Lego tower collapsed and scattered everywhere. Bobby stared at the broken tower in shock. His face turned red, his fists clenched, and he shouted, "This isn't fair. Why does this always happen to me?" At that moment, a loud roaring sound came from behind them. Bobby and Kevin turned around and saw a huge red dragon appearing from a cloud of smoke. Its eyes were glowing and its large wings flapped powerfully. The dragon growled, "I am the dragon of anger. Every time you get mad, I grow stronger." Bobby was scared, but at the same time, he felt frustrated with himself. Why did his anger feel so big and powerful? Kevin, who always had good ideas, grabbed Bobby's hand and said, "Don't worry. I know how we can make this dragon smaller and calmer." Bobby asked, surprised. "Really? How?" Kevin smiled and said, "First, you need to understand that anger is a normal feeling, but you shouldn't let it control you." Then he continued, "Now, let's start with square breathing. Look, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 4 seconds." Bobby tried it. He took deep breaths and, little by little, his body started to feel calmer. The angry dragon, which was huge at first, started shrinking, but it wasn't completely gone yet. Kevin said, "Now, think about happy things, like your birthday or the time you won the running race." Bobby closed his eyes and thought about good memories, his birthday party, the gift he received, the laughter of his friends. Slowly, he felt much less angry. The angry dragon shrank even more, but it was still there, watching them. Kevin said, "Now, the final step. Instead of yelling, 'Tell me how you feel,' just say why you're upset." Bobby took a deep breath and said, "I'm sad because I worked hard on my Lego tower and it broke. I really wanted to finish it." As soon as he said this, suddenly, poof, the angry dragon completely disappeared. Bobby felt lighter and smiled. Kevin said, "See, we learned to control our anger instead of letting it control us." Bobby smiled and said, "Yeah, I feel much better. Thank you." Then, they decided to rebuild their tower, but this time, they were more patient and careful. From that day on, whenever Bobby felt angry, he took deep breaths, thought of happy moments, and expressed his feelings. And he never let the angry dragon take over again. Lesson of the story: anger is a natural feeling, but we must learn to control it so it doesn't control us.